Y'all better go check on your boy, man. You should have never messed with Charleston White, man. They said that your son was out of line. They said that you should have had more control and full control over your son. This is a revolving door, and we all understand that it's a lot of people who sit back and don't understand what's really going on, y'all. And a lot of people sit back and don't pay attention to T.I. wasn't wrong for stepping up for his son. At the end of the day, we know for a fact what Boosie just did, he shocked everybody because everybody thought that Boosie wasn't going to even step out and even come and speak up for his son. You got to understand, when somebody say anything about your child, you supposed to defend them regardless of what's going on. Come to Louisiana. Charleston White can't come to Atlanta. Y'all got to really pay attention to what's going on, man. T.I. is from Atlanta. Boosie is in Atlanta. And Boosie is from Louisiana. Y'all got to really look at what's really going on. And this is something that we all can take take heed to, because by them even teaming up on him, he was out of line when he said he was going to either send him up or send him to the feds. You got to understand, man. You never tell another man you going to get his son booked. You won't never do that. You can't. At the end of the day, we know for a fact you can't do that. Rule number 1, no telling on the guys. We all know this. And the DA and the feds, they looking at it like, man, Charleston White keep calling us with a grown man.
I mean, that's the thing, because at the end of the day, those two young men put these 3 grown men in a big, huge, in a triangle of drama. I mean, and then
it put them in a whole bunch. Like it really messed everything up, because now Charleston White sitting there. Charleston White just called the people on them, boy. Mm-hmm. He didn't just call the people on the kids. He called the people and told them, y'all need to start a RICO with Boosie. And what happened with Duke?
That's how it started.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And then he ended up saying, like, T.I. want to jump in this. I got something for T.I. But T.I. ain't going. You got to understand. Y'all see T.I. He pulling right up.
I mean, we got to remember, too, though. People or parents most of them will do anything for their kids. And when it comes to their kids, that's when it makes them, like, at the no other level. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it. So, of course, T.I. and Boosie's going to respond. It's going to be a whole different response now, because it's not just responding to Charleston White attacking them. It's you're attacking our kid, and to them, even whether they're grown men or not, they're still their kid. You know, that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, it's the respect level.
Yeah.
You respect them, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what they went through. You don't bring up their past.
No.
You don't bring up what they went through.
No. And they're all grown ass men. And it was like, he was wrong about saying about that reference. The Trayvon Martin referring to himself as George.
Yeah,
that was messed up. That was completely messed up. I mean, we talk about it all the time about like helping each other instead of hurting each other, and that's just like that's a sore spot.
Hey, that's really a big, that's a really big X in the game, because if y'all pay attention to, I know they playing with the numbers, man. We supposed to be at 3,500 people right now, man. But at the same time, man, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Hit the like button if you're new to the channel, man. Hey, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, they said that this is something that ain't no going back. Ain't no Charleston White can't go back from this.
No, there's no going back. He's gotten too many people involved, and he's got Kanye involved too on top of it all. And it's like you're in deep water with this one.
Yeah, it kind of put Boosie in a spot where he got the advantage, because we all know for a fact that Boosie is the main one who's sitting there. He looking at it like, you know what? Don't ever talk about my son Tootie Raw ever in your life, because for the simple fact that I don't care what my son did. Right. My son right, whatever he did.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to understand the respect level that was out of line.
Right.
Shorty and them jumped into some that it really could cost them a lot because Charleston White don't play.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, your kid is your kid, and they can be wrong, but they're always going to be right in the parents' eyes. You know what I mean? Like, there's some justification no matter what. They shouldn't have spoke on it, but they did, and he retaliated back as an adult to them too, not just like reaching out to the parents, being like, "Hey, get control of these young men." You know what I mean? But he is making it out like Charleston White's making it out like he now thinks that the young men need help.
Like they need attention. They need somebody to
straighten
realize
them out so that they don't end up in the wrong direction down the line.
Yeah, because what Charleston White's saying, he's saying right. He's saying it right because if they coming at him like they're a grown man, he gonna treat them like a grown man.
Right.
I understand them on that.
Right.
But they saying that Shorty and them was out of line, y'all.
Right. Well, they keep going on too. It's not just like this is one incident.
They got in the inbox and revealed the text, y'all.
Yeah.
They revealed the text messages, y'all.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
the text message was T.I.'s son going at Charleston White on Instagram.
Yeah.
Then he texted him on his iPhone and told him, like, boy, I told you, I got you, boy. I know everywhere you be at, boy.
Well, these days it's so easy to not even realize your location is on everything else.
Like at the end of the day, boy, we know for a fact that it's a lot of people. Shout out to Notes. Hey, Notes 102, boy. Hey, we know for a fact everything that went on. Boosie don't play about his son, man.
And that's a fact. Facts.
Boosie do not play about his son.
No, he's already proven it.
Y'all know every time Boosie go through anything with his son, it get personal.
And the son's always right. It don't matter. The son's always right.
This something we all can really take notes on and really look at because this could really affect everybody in this. And what they saying, let's read some comments.
All right, so the children should go to their parents first for protocol or chain of command. And that's true, though. I mean, if they talk to them about it and maybe made this like a closed subject thing, they wouldn't have everyone up in their business right now, but they put it out there for everyone to know. And here it is. It is.
And a lot of people saying that Charleston White, what they say?
Charleston White was wrong because he was he's like, I'll go George Zimmerman on him, like it's Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
And that's completely wrong. I mean, that was a whole nother thing, and that's a real hurtful thing to talk about in the community. You know what I mean? You're just gonna do that? Like what? It's and the worst part of it all is George Zimmerman was wrong about it too. Yeah,
but at the same time, we all know for a fact that Boosie them only doing what they told, like real life. They told Boosie like, yeah, Charleston White gonna be right there.
Right.
They pulled right up on him at that convention.
Yeah,
it was
they
over
knew exactly where he was.
Charleston White still got to make his money.
Of course, and he'd be carrying. He'd be like,
I'm
gonna pepper spray them. I'm gonna pepper spray you, and that's why King was saying that would just fight you hands on if you put that pepper spray down. But at the end of the day, like those boys are kind of tiny. They fight with their hands. Charleston White was saying like, if you didn't eat for a couple days, would you be fine to fight? Like, are you really? I mean, it's crazy because it initially started with Charleston White talking about Boosie and gonna get picked up or whatever. And then all of a sudden, Tootie and King, T.I.'s son King, started like responding back, responding through the internet to each other and saying like, come up, we'll get you whatever. And then somewhere along the line, they found, I guess they were in West Dallas, and Charleston White bumped into King and Tootie, and they somewhere along the line had a piece with them. So it sounds like Charleston White called the 5-0, and they came, and he was like in the video, like, oh, thank you, Mr. Police. I mean,
it really led him to the fact where he really was put in an uncomfortable position because now Charleston White can't go nowhere.
Right.
Because they put them people on you, boy. You better fall back, boy. They already put the people on you, so you can't really say too much or even do too much. You have to send somebody out to go to the store for you, man. Just because you tweaking, man.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the last thing that anybody wants to do, obviously. But like they just keep. It's a cycle of stuff that they keep going back and forth between all of them. It's like they be throwing out, old man Charleston White, all this stuff about him, and then he throws back about going responding to like the kids as kids, and then also responding to T.I. and to Boosie, like responding to them, like as calling out, like a little kid's parent, but at the end of the day, he's getting involved with a lot of different people. And it is completely out of line for them to address the kids. But like a couple of weeks ago, Boosie was talking about Wade's son. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because the what's the name them?
Right.
They instantly came at T.I. and T.I. looked at like, hold on.
Right. But
they instantly pulled right up on him like, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about our son like that. And what they do.
Right. T.I. said pull up on me. He said come out here. We'll see you if you want to leave. You'll be the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said just pull up.
Yeah. He said you shouldn't have never went at his kids, but at the same time, his kids was out of line.
The kids were completely out of line, too. Why would they
even jump in grown folks' business? At the end of the day, we all know for a fact if you raised and people sit there and look at you for being the person who talk out, they gonna tell you, man, keep your son in line, man.
Yep. And that's the thing. They be talking a whole lot of stuff. Once you put it out there, you put it out there. And, you definitely do need to know where to draw the line because the kids are wrong. But, as a parent, it's like you got to shut it down, like, at some point. You just can't be talking reckless like that.
And T.I. only drove over there because he knew. T.I. know for a fact that he'll get out on Charleston White.
Uh-huh.
T.I. got too many security and too many people that's going to stand around and make sure don't nobody run up on him while he instantly getting down on Charleston White. And as you can see, they not playing no games, man. T.I. instantly told everybody from Atlanta, hey, y'all, don't let Charleston White pull up out here and don't let me know that he out here. Y'all got to really pay attention to that, man, because that's something that everybody can really take notes on, man, and take heed to because this is a revolving door, man, and we know for a fact that Shorty and them, they tweak, but at the same time, we know for a fact that they instantly know for a fact that they going to instantly get down on Charleston White in the door, and people sitting back looking like, why would Shorty and them even jump in it? Shorty and them jumped in it because they daddy and them sitting back saying like, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, and I don't blame them.
Right.
Because I tell my kids, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But you got to understand, when they ran up on Charleston White, it was over with, y'all. And you got to understand what's really going on.
Yeah, I mean, they say T.I. needs to step up and be a better father. Charleston White was saying that he wants the King and Tootie to get put away and get straight because their father wasn't a figure that they should have. And like, I guess T.I. got out early somehow, which is a whole nother story.
Yeah, he got out early. T.I. got out early because he had a lot of money.
A lot of collection of stuff.
Yeah, so he actually put up a lot of stuff so that he can be able to get out.
Right.
Like they said that he didn't snitch on nobody, but they said that his son out of line.
Right. But they say that T.I. also is part of like a program to help kids.
Yeah.
And so Charleston White's calling out T.I. and being like, listen, you need to talk to your own kid. You know what I mean? Get him straight. Like, because something needs, you can't be doing that.
You can't be talking stuff about nobody kids too. And if you really pay attention to it, the way that they approached the situation, it was untimely. Like when y'all really look at it, man, Like they said, they feel that Charleston White should have approached the parents like without the disrespect, because when you sit there and instantly go in on one of the family members, you real life gotta be cautious because they gonna instantly come right back at you. We all know for a fact that T.I.'s son King not going. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that this is a revolving door.
Right. You can't let your kid break other people's windows, and then when they want to beat them up, you step up as a dad. It's too late. Like you gotta do it ahead, and it's not easy. But at the same time, I mean, it's crazy.
And we know this.
Yeah, Boosie said him and T.I. got a show coming soon.
Boosie tried to do the show in Chicago, but they canceled it.
Yeah, they canceled it. But he's got something coming up. He got 2 things coming up. So
yeah, and you know for a fact Charleston White gonna be there, boy.
I'm sure.
Boy, the way they just pulled up on Charleston White, it's over with, y'all. So I want y'all to really be mindful and take heed to what's going on. Like we really hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe.
Yeah.
On phone now, subscribe because this major, man. This going. Hey, this something that Charleston White gonna have to really regret, man.
The kids are completely. Some of the kids are completely out of control, and you can't let your son go at a grown ass man. I mean, I don't know how old Charleston White is, but he's definitely old enough to be their father or beyond. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
you can't do that.
He was out of line by even saying anything responding to him,
right?
Because he not your age. But at the same time, as a grown man, I want to let y'all know Shorty was out of line.
Right.
Shorty tweet.
Yeah.
King and Tootie should have shut their mouth.
Yeah.
And not said nothing.
Yeah, you got to leave that your father's own drama to himself. He'll deal with it.
Like at the end of the day, we know for a fact T.I. other son, he responded. He instantly like, don't be talking about my brother. We got people behind us.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because at the end of the day, they just let them talk completely reckless. Charleston White needs to definitely find out his role in society, because what he's doing right now, it's like he's in between the worlds. Like he's in between. And
it's really like, and everybody said, "Where's Major?" You feel me?
Right. This is T.I.'s
He
son
already
King.
he responded.
Yeah.
Like we already know for a fact what happened, man. And people sitting there saying Charleston White only pulled up because they tested him. When they tested him, it was over with, man. You got to really pay attention to that. And Boosie said he wasn't going. Boosie said he wasn't going from the beginning. Like y'all really got to understand, man. This something that ain't nobody think that Charleston White was going to realize, open his mouth and say something out of pocket. But at the same time, nobody knew that T.I.'s son was gonna instantly run up and try to say anything to Charleston White about what happened.
Yeah, they never expected that. And the way that they're talking about it, like they're not even addressing each other individually. They're going to the internet, posting this stuff and like that. Like behind the keyboards.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, by them pulling up on Charleston White, it changed the whole game because they know his every whereabouts. And you got to understand, people around him dropping locations, man.
Right.
This is something that we all can take notes on. In the past, how many people we know got the locations dropped on them?
I mean,
a lot of people.
Yeah. Like,
you really got to pay attention to this. And Boosie walking around, realize, look at Boosie. Look at him. I know y'all see him. He looking for him. Y'all got to pay attention to it. Boosie knew exactly where he was finna be at. He walking around looking for him with jewelry on. So he don't even care about none that happened. If a link break or anything, T.I. pulling right up. Y'all gotta look at this, man. These they sons was out of line, but at the same time it escalated to some that they didn't think it was gonna escalate to.
I mean, it's escalating pretty fast like fire at this point right now, because it just keeps going and going, and there's more and more. And the kids are just talking completely reckless. It's like, it's funny to see them like that, but it's sad.
It's sad because Keep your kids in line.
Yeah.
Tell your
Disrespectful.
kids to stay off the internet talking about grown men.
Yeah.
Responding to anything that happened with y'all with a grown man.
I mean, that's the thing, because at the end of the day, those two young men put these three grown men in a big, huge, in a triangle of drama. I mean, and then it's
Man, it put them in a whole